Alright guys, what I do is I keep the Runway Camper in the garage. It's always ready to go with those items that I showed you previously. And then what I do is I have pre-packaged or pre-packed items that I could grab off this heavy-duty steel shelving system that I have. You can see a lot of the stuff is that pink toter at the top says fuel. There's all kinds of fuel in there for my stoves. There's my portable camp sink. There's a big cooler like for Gatorade and water. I have lanterns ready to go. I have a clear tote. I like the clear tote so I could take a glance and see what's in there. With little mini cans of butane fuel for my other stove. The Sterno stove kits and candles. A couple of 2.5 gallon jugs of water already filled, ready to go. My aqua pail, which I'm going to be doing a video on. This is basically a carry-along bio sand type filter that'll do 1,000 gallons of water by just simply feeding the water in through the top and letting it drip down through the bottom. I could filter not only Giardia, Cryptosporidium, but viruses and also chemicals in the water. Extra lamp fuel, pots and pans, things in toters already packed and ready to go. Tents, tents of different sizes, sleeping shelters, wool blankets, blow-up mattresses. This blow-up mattress I could actually blow up and fits inside the camper to sleep a couple people on. Really comfortable. And I have dry bags with a whole bunch of gear already staged and ready to go. So that's what I'm talking about when I say, you know, if you get a knock on the door in the middle of the night and it's the fire chief or somebody from the fire department and they're saying there's a chemical spill or there's a truck on the highway that's leaking noxious fumes and it's headed towards our vicinity, I could grab items and go if I'm asked to leave my residence for that type of emergency. Again, Coleman stove in the box ready to go, and you saw the fuel in the other box. Assorted items in this clear tote, all based on cooking. Okay, back down in this bottom tote, tow ropes, regular ropes, gear of that nature, a Rhino, a 7-gallon Rhino jug full of water ready to go. This large Kelty bag I have a video on. This is this I call the kitchen sink. In that Kelty bag I have pots, pans, everything to set up a kitchen, utensils. I could just pick that bag up, throw it into my camper or the back of the SUV, and I have tons of cooking and cooking gear and stuff like that ready to go. Moving back over to here, I have more water that I rotate out. 5-gallon jugs, they're dated, and usually every 6 months to a year I change those out. I have a galvanized tin here that I keep some radio equipment safe from an EMP attack. In that tin, I have a video on that. I've got fishing gear, some fishing poles ready to go at a moment's notice. I have a full-size military Alice pack that's packed and ready to go. It stays right behind the Runaway on a shelf on a small stainless steel table that I have. I have toolkits. I have books and manuals important books and manuals that I could just grab and throw on. I've got lots of stuff that I can take. This Stanley mobile unit that's on wheels is full of medical gear. And again, guys, in 15 minutes I could have most of the important stuff packed into my vehicle or my Runaway and beyond. Inside the house, I have videos on this too. I have various dehydrated foods ready to go, pre-packaged, buckets of rice and beans. I can grab, several. And I have stuff staged that I could grab food-wise and throw in there too. Enough for, say, if I packed it right and I have it staged in the right area, I could probably go at least over 2 weeks without having to worry. Also, and I'm taking my time on this, I want to just hone the point across to have stuff pre-packed. There's a rocket stove in the bucket with a gamma seal lid ready to go, in a bucket. All I got to do is throw it in, and I have a stove that could use wood or biomass and be able to cook, boil water, whatever I have to do at a moment's notice. Now, another thing I wanted to show you guys was, I'll take a walk over here, just on the other side of the garage, you'll see 1, 2, 3, that orange bucket, 4, the next orange bucket, and then 5 and 6, okay? The 5 and 6 at the top are 2 buckets that are together. That's a drip water filtration system with the filter already inside. That's ready to go. The next 2 yellow buckets, or orange buckets, are toilets. They have toilet seat lids on them for covers. And inside those 2 buckets are packed with hygiene and toilet gear. Same with the bottom 2 buckets. And I have a video on this where I show, I'll put in the link, well, a lot of these videos I'm citing, I'll put in the links below so you guys could go watch the individual videos. I have a whole like 20-minute video on this bathroom hygiene kit that I put together and that I keep packed and ready to go in the event of an emergency. A lot of people don't think of hygiene or going to the bathroom, but a lot of that gear is already pre-packed and staged in these kits. So the point I'm trying to get across, guys, is that there's some gas up there, another toter. Again, a lot of my stuff is in toters. Some of it will not come with me. The ones I do know, I know what to grab. They'll come with me. Again, my Wonder Washer, that clear toter right there is a bunch of spare gear. Very important that I could take with me, that I build my packs with. I just keep a lot of spare gear in there. When I put together a pack or go through a pack, I utilize that kit. So guys, let me know what you think. I wanted to get the point across that you need to have stuff pre-staged, pre-packed, and ready to go. So when you hear the knock on the door in the middle of the night and the fire department tells you you have, a half hour to get out of Dodge and get over heading west to Naples or east towards Fort Lauderdale, whichever way you have to go, I can be able to hook up and go at a moment's notice. And that's what this purpose of this video is, to show you readiness. And I also, there's other videos I have in my vehicles, I also have pre-staged stuff as well. So there's a lot of things that I have ready to go. Okay, let me know what you think, your thoughts and comments. Anthony signing off. Stay ready.